Alors, petite vérification de deux trois trucs. Déjà, le jeu. Stop! Arrête! Qu'est-ce qu'il me fait? Je l'ai tout crassé. Je l'ai tout crassé, le jeu. Ah, attendez. Tac. Ok, d'accord. C'est le fait qu'il y ait une manette branchée, il aime pas. Hop. Je voulais juste baisser un petit peu les effets parce que surtout la musique, je pense. Voilà. Ah, ça va être joli ça. Ça va être en anglais. On visite toujours les menus au début avec moi. Ça qui est magnifique. On visite les menus. Ok, donc Back to the Future, the game. C'est the game. Faut que je modifie un truc, encore une fois. Allez, c'est parti. Putain, j'en ai marre de moi. Oh putain. Allez. Eh, c'est quoi cette merde? Merci. Voilà. Donc maintenant, on va pouvoir commencer à parler, à commencer à jouer. Enfin, essayer de jouer, parce que je ne connais pas le jeu. On va tenter. Il y a pas trop d'ambiance pour l'instant. Ouais. Qu'est-ce qu'il entend par ça, là? Je suis nul en anglais, donc ça va être magnifique. Ça m'étonne d'ailleurs qu'il soit pas traduit, celui-ci.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ow! Doc, what would happen to the car?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine made out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Ça y est, gameplay. Doc à machin. Ah putain. Alors hop, on passe en QWERTY. Parce que le jeu, il est QWERTY. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on peut regarder autre d'abord? Tac, tac, tac. Place the cursor over the toolbox. Non, je vais regarder ça d'abord.
What's in the box?
Don't touch that. It's plutonium.
But plutonium.
How do you think I generated 1.21 gigawatts of power?
Oh, bah Doc, on fait des cachotteries.
Notebook. Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I detail the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is at...
Consequences could be catastrophic? Whoa. Deja vu.
Déjà vu. J'adore les déjà vu. Je lui ai coupé la parole quand même. Il y a toujours une tête apeurée, j'ai l'impression.
Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc!
Ah oui, on a une petite diversion.
I'm
Divergence.
sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Ah, une petite divergence de pas grand chose. Ah, c'est un rêve. Un cauchemar plus.
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom. It was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Ah non, ça serait passé alors. Ah oui, c'est après les événements.
Well,
Hmm.
you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap! I'm late.
I'm late. Yay. Donc là, on est après les films, si je comprends bien. Et qu'est-ce qu'on va voir comme histoire alors? Alors, c'est longtemps que j'ai pas regardé les films d'ailleurs, par contre. On reconnaît bien cette place-là. Cloverboard. Einstein. J'ai pas regardé la date de parution de ce jeu par contre. Mais vu les low poly, ça fait un petit moment déjà. Et vu qu'il est pas traduit en plus.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to.
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Ah oui, Doc a disparu là à ce moment-là.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Ça fait vraiment trop longtemps par contre que j'ai pas regardé ces films-là.
I guess I'm
Je me
just
souviens même plus de tous les scénarios en fait, je suis en train de me dire.
remembering.
Alors... Ok, faut faire un petit tour.
Hey, let me.
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Sorry, Marty. Ah, putain, les petits accents. Là. Ça marche toujours bien, ça.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Georges. Ah, d'accord. Alors. Télévision d'abord.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can't intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Pourquoi ils sont Alors, on a regardé le clock feeder, les clock fish tanks. Fish
A
tank.
fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste and decor. I kinda like Doc.
Tac, tac, tac. La porte, on va peut-être pas le faire tout de suite. More clock. Ah, on peut regarder plus de clock.
Jennifer'd like that. She's into old stuff.
Georges. Georges. On va parler à Georges. Ah, il y avait des trucs là-bas. Voilà. Ah. Town Square Model.
Doc built
Salut,
this
Mobile.
model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh, but really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Comment il va, Monsieur Malobile?
Seems kinda empty without the courthouse.
Ok. Scientific equipment.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything. Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess
Imhotep.
it was.
Bon, ça va alors. Tout va bien.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Mr. McFly. Donc tu me laisses jouer au Just Box. Ah non, non, c'est la même vidéo. Ah, j'ai mis la...
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Laisse-moi jouer. Tranquille. Biff. Allez, on va parler à Biff.
Hey, Biff.
C'est dangereux, worthless.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Ah, il casse-couille, lui.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You
Il
wouldn't
est
even
con, lui,
understand
hein.
what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
I just can't let you keep that notebook.
tout
It's
essayer.
dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Ah, il est chiant, lui.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Oh, la même discussion, non.
I'll take my...
Ok, ça c'est pour passer les dialogues. Très bien.
Never...
Très con, hein, comme personnage. On aime bien ce genre de personnage. J'ai cliqué sur électrique, s'il
Looks
vous plaît.
like a hand crank lightning rod. Or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Je suis un grand lecteur anglais, attention. Oh, il y a des trucs. Alors, Story so far, je sais pas exactement ce que ça va donner, ce truc-là. J'hésite un peu à toucher à ça, tu vois. Scientific equipment, ampli.
Let's
Lui non
make
plus.
some noise.
Non. C'est pas un résumé? Un résumé de quoi? Ah oui, oui. Ah oui, c'est un résumé. T'as vraiment que... Ok. Ouais, donc ça c'est à peu près ce qui s'est passé tout à l'heure. Alors, non, alors On va parler à Georges d'abord, avant de tout faire péter.
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Mr. McFly!
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But
Je sais pas du tout, va m'apporter ce truc. Alors, le son bizarre, c'est juste que j'ai interagi avec l'ampli. En gros, là, j'ai mis l'ampli à fond. C'est juste que là, je l'ai laissé à fond.
Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's
J'ai
not
interagi
so
trop tôt,
tough.
je pense, avec.
I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle it.
Avant de faire tout péter comme dans le film, je préfère parler.
I guess you can. Okay,
Yes,
son,
you can.
I'll stay out of your way. But you know where to find me.
Gros bif.
Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. He found it first, but...
Non, on l'a trouvé en premier.
Well, then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something.
Ouais, plutôt something.
Do you think
I have a
dreams
dream.
can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Très vieux jeu.
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
Ça va, hein. Ok,
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Alors, Georges, Marty guitare.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Il a voulu mettre ma guitare en vente. Amplifieur.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Inventaire. Ah, j'ai un inventaire. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a ça? Photo de George McFly. Là. Let's go. Oh, tout va péter.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
J'ai bien fait de baisser le son du jeu.
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Je suis à la moitié du son du jeu à peu près. Hein. Je veux pas savoir ce que c'était à fond. C'est le genre de moment, tu le mets pas sur tes enceintes. Doc! Is that you? Oh my god! Marty! Sinon c'est Einstein. Les réponses de Lauriane.
Doc?
Einstein, ça va être le chien. Bon, par contre, comment le chien il a réussi pour revenir? C'est chaud ou c'est froid? Le chien!
Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Marty, que fais-tu? Il y a une chaussure quand même. On a vu la chaussure au sol.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Yes, je sais.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Ah, je la prends avec moi, ok.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always the possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on.
Là, ça marche pas.
Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Je suis sûr?
Nah,
Allez
I
là,
don't think so.
s'il te plaît. Quoi? Pourquoi il est sorti? Ok. Shine, t'as quelque chose à me dire?
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Je vais écouter, mais c'est les vrais acteurs qui font leur propre voix. Bah, c'est la première fois que je joue à ce jeu, ouais, en plus.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Attends, il a senti quelque chose d'une chaussure qui vient du passé ou du futur? Ah oui, ok.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Allez. Alors, qu'avons-nous? Liquors. C'est fermé ça.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man.
Ok, donc Doc a été dans le passé. Je pense. Allez, gate.
It's locked.
Oui. Bazar. J'imagine que c'est là où il y a le nom qui est bien écrit.
Step away from the door. Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on.
Just as I suspected. Hooligans. Get along now. Scat.
Les hooligans.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Oh la vieille.
State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well,
Oh, ok, d'accord.
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna.
Je suis un grand hooligan.
And you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker.
Slacker.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What
La
is
chaussure.
it? Let me see.
La chaussure. Oh, la chaussure.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Attention, mamie arrive. Elle est en meilleur état, la nôtre. Mais ça va, on monte des chaussures. Putain, comment on nous regarde mal, quoi.
Leave that creature outside!
Ah, puis là, c'est un vieux Telltale, hein. Là, c'est très très vieux, là. J'ai pas regardé la date. Mais c'est pas tout jeune.
Well,
Allez, ça va être Max,
long
ouais.
enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other
Je crois
one.
que c'est un autre qui serait le premier
Much
Telltale.
better.
Bone machin, un
So
truc comme ça.
neat and
Ouais, un des premiers,
orderly.
je pense, ouais.
Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
Je pense que c'est une des premières
All
licences.
I've got is tea and candy.
Ou peut-être la première
I'm
licence, même.
sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Mamie qui se plaint de tout.
Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Je veux une mamie comme ça. J'avais une mamie comme ça. Bon, elle était bien plus vénère
Don't touch those!
quand j'étais anime.
My
Pour les études.
newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Bien plus agressif, quoi. Et un peu plus raciste aussi sur les morts que j'avais. C'était un peu n'importe quoi. C'était marrant, mais n'importe quoi. Oh, des trophées de chat.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Dorto Street, on s'en fout. Kitchen Door, on s'en fout. Choose.
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past?
Ouais, Bones, c'est bien ce que je pensais, ouais. Que c'était le premier. Parce que quand j'avais cherché mes jeux à faire, Bones était dedans, et j'ai vu que c'était un
Is
Telltale.
that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Et c'est Sam et Max qui les ont vraiment propulsés dans le truc, quoi.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
J'ai touché au gaz, au radiateur. Ah, Candy.
The candy looks older than I am.
C'est pas très, très gentil, ça. Il va tout faire tomber.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Ouais. Bah, Sam et Max, je pense que ça les a fait connaître, et ouais, Walking Dead, ça les a propulsés à fond, quoi. Mais je pense que, ouais, Retour vers le futur, ça a dû arriver juste avant. Juste avant.
Ah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Enna.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that
2010.
tree! Yes?
Do you remember
Ouais,
when you
direct.
lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Ok.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Oh. Je sens qu'on va y aller, ça va être la fête.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square, right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Ok. Ok.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Mais ne touche pas à mon tas.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Ted! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Très sympathique comme personne.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Je sais plus si on avait trouvé quelque chose dans le
You
stock.
there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Ok. Oh, ça attaque dur. Hein. Allez, hop, dégage.
There's the whistle! Surely the...
Hop, dégage. Je me souviens plus si j'avais trouvé la date déjà. Je vais revoir.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
Ah, il faut que je connaisse l'année. Mais comment connaître l'année?
The candy looks older than...
Comment connaître l'année?
Jeez.
Ah, et les
They
photos.
look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that, dear?
Nothing.
Sur la photo, c'est la... T'as cette photo qui est encadrée sur la même photo, qui est encadrée sur la même photo. C'est... Truc pas possible, normalement.
You get with the...
Ah merde, elle faisait une autre phrase, tiens. Particulier. Est-ce que je peux aller dans la cuisine?
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
U! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Ok. Ah non, mais elle gueule fort, hein.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that?
Tu dois bien avoir une date quelque part.
I
T'as
didn't
pas un
even know
truc.
they gave out trophies for best litter columnist.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai pas encore cliqué? Dans mon inventaire, j'ai quoi d'ailleurs? Euh, Alors, sur quoi j'ai pas cliqué? Ah, il y a des 4 balls.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Ok. C'est le moment où je ne sais pas sur quoi cliquer. Ah, ça commence.
I told you not.
Ça va.
Excuse me.
Est-ce qu'elle me sourit des fois?
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Et c'était quand?
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Don't let me keep...
Est-ce qu'il faut que je retourne dans la rue pour aller au vidéo store d'ailleurs? Je suis en train de me dire.
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But...
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Ah d'accord, je suis enfermé. Ok. Anton. Ouais. Après, je peux toujours utiliser les indices. Picture. Est-ce que j'ai oublié un truc?
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it.
Ah, c'est compliqué.
Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Que quoi, oui. Ah bah je savais bien que tu n'écoutais rien.
Jeez.
Non.
Nothing.
Non, c'est juste que là, je sais pas sur quoi cliquer. Il me manque une information. Il me manque une date. Une fucking date. Ah, mais attends. Maintenant, je peux partir peut-être bien.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish
Oh,
I could narrow it
t'inquiète, hein,
down to a year at
tu
least.
peux rester à juste regarder. Non, non, faut que je trouve des infos.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
Est-ce que je peux y aller pendant qu'elle y est?
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly.
C'est McFly. En gros, là, le seul truc qui me manque maintenant, c'est la date de quand ça s'est pété la gueule. Ah,
Hey,
attends.
mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Ah. Regardez ça, on va faire. 1932. On a la date. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait, lui? Ah, en gros, c'est
Rebuilt
ça qui me
in
manquait.
February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Miss
Oui.
Strickland? I guess so.
Naturally. What?
Don't let me...
Non, c'est bon. Ok, donc j'ai un 1932, mais je n'ai pas plus. Et bon, on va refaire. Allez, dégage de là, la vieille. Ça fait 400 fois qu'elle déjà se lève, là. Est-ce que je vais quand même pouvoir trouver...
Let's see.
Ah,
Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his Carl Sagan. It's Doc. Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Ah bah ça c'était sûr.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Quelle gentille vieille dame. Attends. Ah non, on est retourné là-bas. Pourquoi on est habillé comme ça?
Marty!
Ah, c'est pour pas faire...
Where you been, son? And what are you
Bon,
doing in
ouais.
that get-up?
Puis si penser aux voisins. Putain, les voisins, ouais.
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Laissez-moi tranquille, j'aime être... j'aime être un
Ready to
hooligan.
go, Einstein?
Ah d'accord, Einstein il vient. Aucun souci, le chien, paf. Lui, c'est bon, il est rodé à faire des
Time circuits?
trucs comme ça.
On. Flux capacitor. Fluxy.
Et c'est parti pour la...
Okay. If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
C'est la fête, c'est parti, retour vers le passé. Et oui. Antoine, consommateur de d'émotes depuis tout petit. De génération en génération. J'ai pas les droits de la musique. Petite traînée, hein. Pas grand chose. Ah, c'est sympa. Ah oui, c'est pas la prohibition, c'est vrai. Il a pas fait de dégâts, j'espère quand même. Et du on se met derrière le panneau. C'est vrai que t'as eu tout ça gratuit, toi. Hill Valley, 2 miles. Oh, ce chien à ADN. Ok. Là, on est dans le passé, on est tranquille.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
C'est très low poly, hein.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly
Ah, c'est la
did what the
vieille.
law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of
Mon
booze,
anglais
sin, and debauchery?
est assez pauvre à cause d'elle, là. Elle me fait mal.
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Tant qu'il n'y a pas de réponse avec un
I
temps
know,
donné.
I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better...
Oh! Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Like it up.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
Je peux faire espace pour... Oui, je peux faire espace pour faire des pauses. Hold on your... material... Oh, je peux faire courir. Attends, quoi? Ouais, c'est ce que je fais. Bon, c'est... Il veut pas courir. Bon. Chez le barbier.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Mais ça va. Ah, c'est calmé. Pourquoi tu veux pas courir? Ah, faut... Ah. Attends, mais c'était pas marqué right click?
I'm
Avec
not
clic
so
droit.
sure I want to stay in a place
En fait, c'est pas clic droit pour courir. C'est shift. Ah, après, c'est peut-être parce que ça a été réadapté pour Steam, je sais pas.
Wow, looks like they used a real
Donc, c'est une mise à
shark.
jour. A whale shark. Yeah, mais... Ah, je crois que je suis arrivé au bord. Ah ouais, non, mais je faisais clic droit et je me disais, putain, mais ça marche pas. Stationers store. Ne recrute pas. Et on rentre dedans.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Tom.
Ils sont gentils. Salut, Mr. Zas.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Rejoins-moi dans l'anglais difficile.
Hello?
No solicitors!
C'était une bonne année, dis donc.
How can I help you, sir?
Ouh, celui.
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Spécial. Attends, c'est. J'ai oublié. Ah, c'est bon. On a couru. Attends. Oh putain, les contrôles des fois c'est hasardeux. Ah, enfin un intérieur.
McFly? Biff? Kid? Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
Ça va très très bien et toi?
Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Toujours très sympathique, hein. Dans le passé, dans le présent, dans le futur. Toujours un personnage très sympa. Alors, sur quoi je peux faire?
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
On va éviter. On va éviter de toucher à ça.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Il est occupé, il faut pas lui en vouloir. Ok, alors est-ce qu'on a quelque chose d'autre de cliquable par ici? Stack a table? Non, non, non. Bouge pas, ça petit con. Inscription. Oh, il y a quelqu'un. Guy.
For
Un
we
guy.
were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years.
Ok, ok, ok. Alors, c'est qui ce mec?
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Ah, ça va, on peut savoir quand même qui c'est. Il y a de la chance que
No
l'autre il ait
way
pas
I'm
sorti
gonna
son
keep that
flingue.
door open without some help.
Un téléphone.
Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Ok. Est-ce que l'autre message je peux le lire ou c'est le même?
Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands.
Ok. Je pense pas qu'on ait autre chose ici. Qu'est-ce que j'ai d'ailleurs sur moi? Non, rien. Ok, on va sortir dans la rue. Retournons. De toute façon, faut que j'aille au poste de police, j'imagine, pour essayer de voir Doc. Puisque normalement, c'est là-bas qu'il y est. Ah, qu'est-ce qu'il me fait? Qu'est-ce qu'il me fait? Des fois, les contrôles, ils sont un peu aléatoires, j'ai l'impression. Police station.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
Tous très sympathiques.
Doc!
Marty,
Doc!
Il est pas mort.
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan, right? But what?
Uzbekistan, let's...
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Ok.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a puffy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed.
Très gentille personne.
Why don't we tell the
Enfin, tous les
authorities?
dialogues.
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Surtout que quand tu vois la gueule des gangsters.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Oui, bah tout va bien, il va sûrement comprendre.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time
J'aime bien
continuum or
faire
something?
tout avant le bon
It should
truc.
be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
Ok.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Oh, je sens que ça va être bien pire que ça.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Ah, mais c'est juste à côté alors.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Ouais, ça je suis moins rassuré par aller voir l'autre quand même. Alors, je peux pas traverser la rue. Je voulais aller vers le parc, mais je ne peux pas. Je suis bloqué. Ah, je peux y aller là. Au secours, certaines fois les mouvements. C'est n'importe quoi. Il n'y a plus personne dans le parc. Oh, qu'est-ce qui t'arrive? Einstein?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Annie? Ah, il regardait un truc en haut là. Je sais pas. Non.
Hey.
Ok. Non, il n'y a rien au-dessus. Il regardait un truc là. Hein. Je suis désolé, mais il gueulait contre quelque chose, maintenant il gueule plus. Donc, il y a un truc qui a changé. Je ne peux pas aller vers le bas, je ne peux aller que vers le haut. Ah, je suis très limité pour l'instant. Oh, mais c'est vieille. Ah, il tourne, mon dieu. Je vais me faire écraser un moment. Il faisait sa grosse affaire. Ouais, bah, sa grosse affaire en regardant l'arbre et en gueulant dessus. Alors, comment je vais arriver aux cuisines par contre? Parce que là. D'ailleurs, c'est quoi qui m'a donné exactement? C'est où que je vais trouver un téléphone? Ah, mais oui. Hop, 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 hop. Ah, mais c'est horrible certaines fois. Alors, je pense qu'il faut que je fasse ça et ça. Voilà. En plus, c'est marqué en vert, donc j'imagine que ça veut dire que c'est bien.
Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
The courthouse? C'est quoi le courthouse?
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Oui, mais je peux peut-être demander des informations sur cette personne.
I really don't think they need to know the...
Ok.
I really don't think they need...
Le courthouse. Il m'avait dit que c'était le tribunal. Oh, super. Ah, mais attends, le tribunal, je crois que c'est de l'autre côté. Je crois que c'est là, hein. Eh, non mais, les contrôles. Pour aller à droite, faut que j'aille en haut. Non, faut que j'aille... Ah, c'est bon. Ah, oui, alors. Oh, c'est tellement bizarre des fois les contrôles. Ouais, pas de justice. Ça va. Ouais, je préfère. On traverse la rue, tout va bien. Courthouse, Doc.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Attention, il est jeune.
Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No.
Je clique dessus, mais je peux pas.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Mm-hmm.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
C'est ça.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Petit moteur.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Pas très très loquace.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
On s'arrête au milieu de la rue.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is
C'est
the
quoi en plus, hein?
furthest thing
Je sais
from
pas.
my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character! H.
Je vais te poursuivre. Ah, voilà, lui.
Just give me a chance.
Ouh, il est rentré quelque part.
Harassment's a federal
Ah.
crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Ah! Non! Non, monsieur.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Je vais parler à Doc. Doc, on a un problème. Ah non! Il est ressorti!
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? The only
Ah, comme ça. Ouais, donc il me manque un truc. Ah, je peux pas quitter, je suis obligé de faire ça. Bon. Le pire, c'est qu'il est en train de faire des calculs dans sa tête. Oh, putain. En fait, je suis obligé de... quand il y a un changement de caméra, je suis obligé de relâcher toutes mes commandes et de rappuyer après. Parce que sinon, ça garde les mouvements de l'ancienne caméra. Doc.
Doc! Morty! Have you found my younger self yet?
C'est un petit con.
Well, I met your younger self.
Great!
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Votre papa?
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
Ouais, le gameplay a bien vieilli, ouais.
Facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Au moins, j'arrive à bien le faire tourner le jeu.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Okay.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Ah oui, d'accord, t'es pas sûr de toi-même.
What is this Expo?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something when the inverse is something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Après, c'est un échec, mais c'est un magnifique échec qu'il a dit. Un très grand et magnifique échec.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Ok.
Let's talk about...
Okay, but don't forget, we're on a bit of a dead...
Je me souviens plus exactement ce qu'il faut que je fasse. On va aller parler à l'autre, j'imagine. On verra après. De toute façon, il fait des allers-retours entre... Ah, le voilà.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett.
Non, il manque un truc. Qu'est-ce que j'ai loupé? Ça on s'en fout. Hey!
But only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible?
Parce que là, il est en train de ruminer comme un con pour ses calculs. Est-ce que je peux
I don't
rentrer?
need to go in there anymore.
Ok. Traversage de route.
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
Transient, ça veut dire quoi déjà? Ok.
I don't need anything in there, and I don't have any money.
Ok.
I wonder who really burned down the speakeasy.
Comment tu l'écris le mot? Je sais même plus ce que c'est le mot. Je crois que c'était sur la première. Attends, c'est là?
I'm not so
Ah oui,
sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes
Transients, comme
transients.
sur le panneau. T-R-A-N-S-I-E-N-T-S. Transients. Transients. Je connais pas du tout ce mot.
The speed relative to the speed of light. Oh,
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty. Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Hop, hop, hop. Je connais pas non plus. Ouais, bah oui. Je sais pas du tout ce que ça veut dire comme mot. Transitoire. Ok. Il me manque toujours là une info. Bon, lui là.
I better not talk.
Et je veux parler à des gens. Une vague dans les graphes. Ok. Je peux parler à personne. Où est-ce que je dois aller? Qu'est-ce que je dois faire? Doc! C'est un sacré boucan ce machin.
I'll just talk to Doc.
Doc?
Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
Ah oui.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
Sylvia. Yeah. Ah ouais, enfin, oui, il manquait beaucoup de
All
dialogue.
this time, I missed you.
I missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Ah, c'est peut-être pour ça qu'ils l'ont tué après.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
This father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Okay.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socio-economic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy.
T'as très bien réagi aux 3 heures.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just somehow lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Les 3 heures les mieux investies de sa vie quand même. Hein. Attention.
I know know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we saved me from a grisly death in 1931.
Ok.
I'm still not making any headway with your younger self, Doc.
Really?
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
Ah, faut que je résous son problème. Et c'est quoi
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
You know, your young...
It's a facade,
Ouais.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget, we're on a bit of a dead...
Ok, donc faut que je l'aide à résoudre son problème. Mais comment je vais faire? Bon, sous-populaire et loi... il va bien être par là, lui. Là, il vient de rentrer, je sais pas comment, mais essaie de l'attirer vers la prison. Ça va être compliqué, ça. Sachant qu'il se déplace tout seul. Ah, sinon...
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea.
Ok, ok, ok.
Hey,
Emmett!
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime.
Emmett.
Non, je pensais que j'allais avoir un dialogue en plus.
Later than naturally aged.
Oh, attends. Non, je pouvais entendre. Ah! Ah, attends. Petit con, t'es où? Je vais essayer d'enregistrer ce qu'il va dire. Non, je... Tuc, tuc, tuc.
Now, if H stands for one-dimensional harmonica.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment.
Mais non, mais je veux juste enregistrer.
What am I missing here? Or do we take H to stand for
Non, je peux pas.
line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains.
Je vais aller enregistrer sinon Doc. Là, il veut pas.
Oh, let's start over.
Il veut pas, il veut pas. À moins qu'il faut que... Est-ce que je peux interagir? Est-ce que je peux faire quelque chose de spécial? Examiner l'item, utiliser l'item.
That's Newton. But how many Newtons? Oh, think, Emmett.
Ah bah voilà.
Think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh. Newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of...
Donc là, c'est bon, là. Attends, je vais aller voir quand même Doc, on va voir. C'est bizarre que quand je l'avais dans les mains... Bon, après, je sais que c'est un vieux gameplay. Hein. Quand je l'avais dans les mains, ça l'a pas utilisé directement. Ça n'a pas voulu faire use, en fait. Il a vraiment fallu que j'aille chercher dans l'inventaire. Par contre, si je fais ça et ça...
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's
Ouais,
Ivanhoe's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Alors, je me souviens même plus du nom du, du truc qui commençait par H. Hamilton, machin. Ok, il est là-bas. Je l'ai vu, monsieur l'arbitre. Ouss, ouss. Cours, petit, cours.
Multiplied by the inversion of H. Will you just give me a chance? Harassment's a federal...
Alors,
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator. What did you just say? I said maybe H equals the... Hamiltonian operator? Yeah. Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week! I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill. Where did you learn so much about science? Well, it's like this. You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation. What? You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
I really need. On va commencer par le premier.
Can I see your rocket powered drill? Of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning? Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy. It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the fuel. I'll get it for you. What is it? 190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days. Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy. And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today? Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today? Yes! Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal? Deal. Here's the subpoena. I've got to subpoena my grandpa? It's Kid Tannen. Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly. I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business. What kind of business? That's what the DA is trying to find out. Let's go talk to him. No! Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding. Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Supplier. Est-ce que je peux leur parler vite fait?
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas? Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words. If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no? Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job? You could get shot. Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Okay.
Any idea where we could find Artie? Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
Subpoenas?
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly? Have you seen him? For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding. Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
How
about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him? He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way. Yep, that's a Tannen, all right.
Parle pas du tout lentement.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill? Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation. Yeah, that's kind of what we figured.
Okay.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't Michael Corleone. Yeah.
Ok, il m'a donné un nom. Très bien. Oh. T'es là, toi.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Mm-hmm.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the
Bonne soirée à
Incurably
toi.
Insane, Shady
Merci d'être
Acres
passé, mon
Rest
cher
Home.
Anton.
Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Yes.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Donc, parc la police station, on va t'expliquer ici.
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've
C'est pas ce que je
received in
fais,
a
vraiment.
month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you can fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over eager.
Bonne réponse.
I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
Mais qui? Hmm.
The Stay Sober Society.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little while. And we wouldn't want them eating cold soup.
Ok, on
You
va
asked me-
Does
essayer.
somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The orphanage.
My, how those little ragamuffins can eat. All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Ça va pas être que de la soupe, ça. Tu fais là, lui.
Hey, Q-Ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right.
Special. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Ouais, donc c'est bien ça. C'est pas de la soupe,
Excuse
forcément.
me.
You talking to me?
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not so well-to-do, and no other purposes whatsoever.
Right. What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
His speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the Just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
Très gentil.
Why's the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor.
Can I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... Paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
Vas-y, c'est toujours paprika. C'est quoi qu'on entend là? Ouais, ça c'est comme tout à l'heure. Voilà, je vais avoir le flingue. Alors. Ah oui, mais il y a. C'est vrai qu'il y a lui là. Ah. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il a pensé de la soupe?
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried... Salt?
Salt? What do you think, it's too bland? Too mild? I didn't put too much pepper in it, did I?
I just think it could use a little more salt.
No accounting for taste these days.
Il va quand même essayer. Alors, qu'est-ce qui ferait que j'ai besoin que ce soit autant décalé?
I better not talk. Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second.
Um...
Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't gonna let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Ouais, c'est toujours bloqué de toute façon.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Il se fait encore accroupi, lui. Ok, lui, il vient de finir. Là, kitchen door. Oh.
Still...
Ah merde, j'ai pas pu choisir. Ça a remis le sel. Ça a remis le sel.
There's no way I'm gonna keep...
Alcool. Non, j'ai pas voulu cliquer là-dessus.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Est-ce que je peux faire quelque chose avec ça? Je comprends pas encore très bien tout ça.
Maybe not.
What is it, kid?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Ah bah oui, d'accord, en fait maintenant il demande même plus.
Eureka!
Ah! What the fuck? Fallait juste attendre.
Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. We'll score that hooch somehow. Pretty neat, Doc.
L'autre il a jamais laissé passer.
Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
Ok. Comment je fais là? Ah d'accord, faut juste pas lui parler? What the fuck? Ah! Quand il est là, qu'est-ce qui se passe si j'essaye d'ouvrir direct?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
The kitchen?
The kitchen's for management only.
Alors, toujours pas.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Ça à quoi là? Ça sert à quoi de faire ça? Non. À quoi ça peut me servir? À quoi ça peut me servir?
Emmett.
Yes?
Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right, that might explain the elevator.
Hmm.
We'll score that hoot.
I'll keep...
Ah, mais comment aller de l'autre côté? Je veux savoir.
Pretty neat, Doc.
Parce que là, faire ça, ouais, ça sert à rien.
But at least those tables...
Mhm. Je vais essayer de passer par l'extérieur, on va voir. Ah!
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Je sais que l'autre, c'est pas un... C'est un truc d'alcool. L'autre derrière.
What?
Mind if I look around a bit?
No.
Nope. Ah, il me suit. C'est quoi cette musique d'un coup là? Allez, on peut peut-être aller voir là-bas.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting... Either you're
Yeah,
here to
cliquez sur ça.
shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
On va voir ce que ça peut donner.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Huh.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Ah.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
Ok.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
How come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar. And it don't...
Merde, j'ai cliqué sur ça.
Hey, I represent United Charities of Hill Valley. Can you authorize me to pick up soup from your establishment and deliver it to some very deserving souls?
Nah, that Strickland dame's got the charity racket pretty much locked up. No point in giving her competition.
Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
Ok.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah.
So, what more...
You're testing my patience.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy?
I sure could go.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
On second thought, I'm not hungry.
Then quit wasting my time.
Je teste un peu tout. J'aime bien tester les choses.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like...
I like soup. Plus, I got a hut as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
How come you...
We got other plans for that cellar.
Et là,
And
j'ai pas
it
tout le temps
don't
convaincu.
necessarily involve staying sober.
Ok. Là, je peux pas aller plus bas.
So, one more...
Your test...
Hop.
Lucky for you.
Et là, il faut que j'essaie le dernier.
Hey, kid! Yeah? What the hell is that? Hey!
Bien sûr, eux, ils ne sautent pas. C'était pas le mec de soupe, ça? Qui était à la soupe?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook! Emmett!
Daddy! Ah oui, d'accord.
Emmett! Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
Très sympa.
Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
J'ai un chapeau. Oh, madame. Eh, madame.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cole. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the news.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
You asked me to...
Does somebody need a visit from my...
The insane asylum.
Those inmates are crazy for soup.
Il y a quelque chose à faire avec ça. Mais quoi? Ah, je peux peut-être parler avec l'autre. Avec Emmett. Ou le chien, peut-être.
Any idea?
Not a jot.
Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
We'll get that subpoena delivered.
Ok, il n'y a pas l'air d'avoir grand chose. Einstein, est-ce que je peux te faire quelque chose?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course, because he was a patent officer just like you.
Ok, rien de plus. T'es qui, toi? T'es un PNJ, rien de plus? Madame, vous êtes qui? Ah non, mais ça va être l'autre qui me dit « Ah non, je suis busy. Pas le time. » Ok.
This hat belongs to my grandfather.
Oui.
What?
C'est lui qui se fait renverser là.
I better not talk.
Compliqué, hein. J'ai l'impression qu'il y a un truc à faire par là parce que. Ah, passe par ici, obligatoirement.
I think I'll just talk to. Psst, Doc. Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Oh, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand the teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Alors,
Me and Jennifer.
le 2020, ça doit pas être ça, hein, gars.
Forget I said anything.
Parce que l'école 2020, non.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Ok.
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Heidi almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's Exactly. I thought an explosion, and I was...
That's all.
I know. What?
Ok. Ok.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best.
Pas trop de choses particulières d'apprises. De toute façon, je vois que là hein, qu'on peut faire quelque chose. Ou alors, j'ai loupé quelque chose sur le côté du bâtiment. Mais je pense pas. Là, je pourrais demander un indice. Est-ce que je peux aller par là? Non, c'est ce que je pensais. Et hop, on retourne là-dedans, on fait toutes les animations parce qu'on adore les animations. Ok.
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out. I hope Doc...
Ok, je pensais que ça allait me faire une autre interaction puisque c'était pas au même endroit.
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Qu'est-ce que ça fait de plus qu'il soit de ce côté, lui? Et au lieu de faire ça, il pourrait pas juste se baisser?
The kitchen's for...
Whoa! I don't think that would be... to get this subpoena into Arthur McFly's hands, so young Doc will have the time to help me bust old Doc out of jail.
On va demander. Oui, mais ça on le sait. Can't get in the kitchen, but you can still cause the object in it to be moved. Can still cause. Je ne peux pas aller dans la cuisine. Mais tu peux voler. Les objets peuvent être bougés. Ah mais oui. Attends, what? Oh, mon anglais, au secours. Trigger the lift to tip the breaker track.
The kitchen's for men.
Whoa!
Mon anglais. Ah mais oui ça. Je l'ai pas vu. Putain, j'avais vraiment pas vu ça quoi.
More soup?
Please. And tell Kid that soup or no soup, he's not fooling anyone.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow. So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean use as a distributing whatsoever?
Right.
Ouais, donc je peux pas me proposer encore comme étant... La porte. Est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose de spécial de plus maintenant? Je crois pas.
Nope. I'm still not getting through here.
Et comment je vais pouvoir bouger ces tables là?
Now. Emmett.
Yes?
Obviously this...
Have I hidden it?
Right. We'll score that...
Non.
I'll keep...
Toi toujours pas.
I better not talk...
Brown Rizzle.
Ok, rien de plus. J'ai fait rouler 3 barils. Ok. Ah. Ah non, elle l'a pas là.
Hey, Mr.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cook. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society.
You asked me to tell you...
Does somebody need a...
The rest home.
No, it's way past...
You at...
Does somebody...
The farm for unwanted children.
No, they've already...
Mais...
Does somebody need a visit?
The stick...
That's right! They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments.
Ok.
I
I
La
can't
première
get
fois,
over the
rien du tout.
generosity of your friend Emmett volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're a bunch of really great guys.
We don't know that.
They're really polite.
We don't know that.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but a Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
So get your dad a pair of earplugs.
I can't tell my father to wear earplugs.
What's wrong with a little noise? It'll be like a party.
My Pop is not the partying type.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but
what?
But it's still impossible.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
J'ai l'impression qu'on lui demande un peu quand même. Hein.
Any idea?
Not a jot.
We'll get that subpoena.
Ok. J'ai utilisé les indices. My bad. Mais je crois que j'ai été obligé un peu quand même. On va parler vite fait à Doc.
Psst, Doc. Guess what? In order to free up your younger self to complete the rocket drill, I'm gonna have to serve my own grandfather with a subpoena.
Great Scott!
Actually, his name's Arthur. He's Kid Tannen's accountant.
Marty, whatever you do, it's vitally important that you don't alter your grandfather's future in any meaningful way. The consequences...
Could be catastrophic. I know, got it.
I got it. Ok, on est bon.
Hang in there, Doc.
Où est-ce que je peux aller maintenant? La soupe? On a quelque chose encore à faire là-dedans? Je crois pas, hein. Je rentre dedans, mais je crois pas. Eh, viens encore avec moi quand même, lui. Il n'y a plus de soupe du tout ici. Ok. Plus tard, je pense qu'on pourra y aller parce que on a quand même fait un truc avec la porte. Faut juste que je trouve le père maintenant?
Without any money, I don't really have it. I better not. Those.
Ok. Pourquoi la caméra? Merci. Ne changez pas.
Just think.
Normalement, il va dire de la merde devant tout.
I better not go back in.
Hop.
I'm not so sure I want to.
Ok, normalement, on est au bout de la rue, je crois. Ouais, alors, on est au bout de la rue.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Ok, donc là, on n'a plus rien à faire ici. Est-ce qu'on peut aller vers là? Non. C'est de voir les dernières interactions que je peux faire, mais j'ai pas l'impression qu'on en ait d'autres. Qu'est-ce qu'il y avait
Not a
déjà?
jot. If only we had a way of tracking it.
We'll get that.
Qu'est-ce qu'il me veut? Ah putain, c'est vrai. C'est vrai qu'il y a ça. C'est cette technique à la con.
Hey boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Ça s'en sert les cacahuètes là-dedans.
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Ah, ça me rappelle quelque chose ici.
Déjà vu.
Déjà vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know.
Need any help?
Never mind. Hey Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
Ah oui, d'accord. Ton putain de chapeau.
What now?
Chapeau. Tu veux ton chapeau?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Hmm. Quoi ça déjà?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry.
Tu fais chier. Je peux faire autre chose là en même temps? Ah, exit to Town Square. Ok, d'accord, je peux revenir là où j'étais au début. Ah, je suis bloqué par un peu de ça. Einstein! Qu'est-ce que tu peux faire, toi?
Thanks for bringing us here, boy. We'll take it from here.
Ok, c'est tout. Je ne peux pas aller plus à droite. Ok.
Need any help?
Bon, bah ouais. Ah. Par contre, c'est chiant de devoir à chaque fois le rappeler pour qu'on puisse lui parler.
What now?
Ah putain, j'ai fait clic droit, il a dit oh non.
I don't need to push it again. Arthur's already there.
Ah oui, oh non, oui, c'est vrai, j'ai oublié. Je suis nul.
It's me again.
Why?
Bon,
I'm
et
your
la famille.
mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders.
Me dis pas sorry, non. Bon, on va essayer le dernier, hein. Il me casse les noix, mais on va essayer le dernier. Il me les brise lourdement d'ailleurs.
What now?
Tu fais chier, hein. Tu fais lourdement chier. Tu vas me demander de faire des indices bientôt. Oula, non, non, pas dans le jeu.
It's me again. Please come down. Why?
On
You
est là loin.
represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word. Sorry. Some other time.
Eh mais tu casses les noix. Allez, on va essayer des objets sur lui cette fois. Et après j'ai pas grand chose.
What now?
What now? Qu'est-ce que j'ai que je pourrais essayer? Le chapeau, non. Ça.
I really don't think they need to know the Brown family phone number.
Oui, moi non plus, je pense pas.
I don't think Arthur would respond to that recording. He only listens to Tannen.
Tannen.
Arthur's already a little freaked out. I think showing him a picture of his vegetable.
Y a rien, hein.
Doc's notebook doesn't. It's me again.
Je peux rien faire du tout avec lui en fait.
We've got.
Sorry. Ah, il me fait chier avec dire sorry à chaque fois. Ok. Ah. On va aller voir là. Je crois qu'ils vont me poursuivre, je sais pas quoi. Hello.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, matches!
Est-ce que j'ai quelque chose à faire? Ah, ils se séparent cette fois, tiens. Ah non, mais c'est comme tout à l'heure. Ah, c'est pas comme tout à l'heure, non?
Come down from there,
This
you
hat
son of
belongs
a
to my
bitch!
grandfather.
Right now! That's an order!
I don't think they're in a talkative mood right now.
Don't make me angry, Smucko!
I don't think
Get
they're.
down here and face
Qu'est-ce que je peux leur donner?
the music!
Not sure what that'll do.
You can't
sure
get
what
away
that'll
that
do.
easy! Nobody puts one over on Kid
No
Tannen
way.
and lives
Worked
to
too hard
tell
to
about
get
it!
it.
You're dead meat, twerp! Better start composing
I
your
really don't think they
epitaph
need to know the
now,
Brown
'cause
family
I'm gonna
phone number.
carve it into your face!
I don't think they're in a talkative mood
bullets!
right.
Get down here!
Qu'est-ce que je peux faire alors? Ah!
Einstein.
D'accord, il faut juste parler.
Help!
Lay off! Get away from
Get
me,
out.
you crazy nut!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey,
Plutôt gentil avec ce chien, quand même.
You let him get away, idiot!
Ça va servir à quoi alors de faire ça? Ça va servir à rien du tout. Rien du tout, rien du tout.
We'll get that subpoena.
Oui. Mon anglais est tellement nul que j'arrive même pas à comprendre les explications. C'est quand même fou.
hey.
Hey!
C'est reparti pour la course. Ça va être la même chose. Il y a un truc avec... Il y a un truc avec Emmett. Par contre, il y a un crayon là. C'est quoi ce bordel là avec ce crayon?
Hey, Einie!
Look out, boss. It's that crazy mud again.
I can't believe you lost him again!
Faut le faire combien de fois cette merde là?
Handsome dog. He belongs to you?
No, he's your dog. Typical neighborhood stray.
Theorize, Einstein. Can you theorize for me?
On va essayer une troisième fois. Ça va être compliqué.
Hey!
Hey!
J'arrive pas à voir ce qu'il faut que je fasse. J'arrive toujours pas à comprendre ce que c'est ce crayon aussi qui vole.
I don't think they're in a top.
Down from there, you son of a bitch! Run! Right now! That's an order! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here
Un
right
des seuls trucs que j'ai pas fait. Ah purée, d'accord. Oh, bah, ouais.
Einie!
Oh. Ouais, c'est un peu perché cette idée. D'aller chercher le fait que ce soit son boss qui lui dise de descendre alors que... Ah ouais. Oh là là, ça va être... Ouais, ok. Ah, est-ce que c'est le seul moyen d'aller voir l'autre? En lui donnant un chapeau à lui?
This hat belongs to my...
Non, maintenant on peut peut-être bien y aller directement. Let's go, let's go, let's go. La team de 3. Et donc, là je fais ce buzzer. Ah, c'est juste un peu perché. En fait, je pensais vraiment que c'était un objet, un truc comme ça pour lui rendre confiance, mais pas du tout ça quoi.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Ah, where's Kid?
Il n'est nulle part.
Hey! Arthur.
Ok.
Maybe I should have led with the subpoena.
Là qu'il me manque un truc maintenant.
What now?
Ah, mais oui, il faut juste que je lui donne la feuille quand il est en bas. Je sais pas si je peux lui donner son chapeau aussi.
What do you think you're doing?
It's Kid. Ah.
Est-ce que je peux faire ça?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Subpoena.
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
C'est un faux papier, je me souviens même plus. Je crois que oui. Hein.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
No.
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction, I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry, I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
coming, father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
You don't know what
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
You don't know what
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, father. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's drool.
You don't know what
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn
Peut-être
sure
pas dû
I
faire
wasn't
ça.
a lawyer. Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
You don't know what
Je teste des trucs. C'est trop chaud.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett!
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, father.
Putain, je sais pas quoi faire.
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
Attends, il va nous dire des choses?
You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
La pression, c'est lui.
You don't know what
Law may be your burning passion, father, but it is not mine.
Bah, burning, c'est ça?
You don't know what
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
J'ai fait ça, mais je sais pas. Je me suis trompé, je pense. Ouais, c'est ce que je pensais. Je me suis trompé. J'ai cliqué sans faire exprès.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
J'avais pas compris en fait qu'il me disait des mots à travers ces phrases.
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
C'est jamais la même chose, c'est ça qui est assez marrant.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
De toute façon, j'ai que 4 trucs que je peux toucher là-dedans.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
Faire ça plusieurs fois.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
Et que ça, on va le vendre.
Maybe I could just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
C'est parce qu'il a même pas besoin d'être dans la salle pour savoir ce qu'il faut
I
faire.
know it's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
Ça, ça
The
accélère.
hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
You're going to find out.
Ah, halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
You damn maggots here!
You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17
Ah,
years.
Fed, c'est pas feed. Putain. Si,
Ancestors
ah,
are
c'est bon.
spinning in their graves right now.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Some bronze have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett. Sunday!
How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms?
Shake, c'est quoi ça? Non. J'ai pas compris le shake par contre.
What did you do?
Emmett!
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
Why do you keep bellowing like...
Bah, spin. C'est pas ça? Ah, mais non, je suis con, c'est électrique.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Emmett!
Bon, on peut pas perdre, je pense, mais...
Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
What will it take
Bag
to
of gas, c'est ça.
light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters? Hey, you guys!
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? Can't you see this is eating me up inside? I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
Current, je sais pas. Ouais, non, current, mais... Fallait que je hit 2 fois? Mais current, ça veut...
I thought you were
quoi?
a scientist.
Emmett!
By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself?
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton. Hey, you guys!
Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer.
Generate. Ça, non?
Pressuring me to be something.
Non, mais non, il me dit la pression maintenant!
I am shocked at your behavior, young man. Sunday!
I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
Non, pas... non, c'est pas ça. Trop de pression.
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
J'ai trop de mal! Ce score! Il y a certains mots, je...
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Father, why don't you ever listen to me?
Sunday!
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
Bladder, je connais pas.
Your bridge is so
Peut-être attendre une autre phrase.
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start.
Pressure!
Mais il a dit burning!
listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Your mother and I are
Il y a des choses, ça montre des mots que je connais pas du tout. Ouais.
Sunday!
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters? Yes!
You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this?
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. Stop being such a crank.
Merde, crank c'est quoi? C'est ça?
As a microorganism.
C'est pas ça. Secours, il y a des mots anglais que je connais pas, je sais pas ça peut donner.
What did you do?
Bah, utilise le meilleur mot.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Father, why don't you ever listen to me? Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
Why do you keep bellowing like that?
You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Sunday!
You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this?
Pressure!
Non, c'était vent, c'était libérer la pression. Ah, t'as pas droit à l'erreur quoi.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Je sais, arrête. J'en ai marre. J'en ai marre de cette... Et il en reste deux.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton. Hey, you guys.
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine.
Emmett, you got...
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Don't burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son. You
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start. Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Alors, skater, je sais pas exactement ce que c'est. C'est pas ça. Skater, ça peut être quoi? Ça peut être la valve?
I thought you were a scientist.
Skater, peut-être c'est la valve.
Law? What use as a microorganism for law?
Ça.
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
What are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Are you trying to spin this argument?
Spark, c'est pas ça? Mais merde, mais Spark, c'est quoi alors?
Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Mais ouais, mais c'est compliqué. Parle pas français. Compliqué. Eh oui, current. Alors là, current, c'est quoi? Current, c'est électricité. Bellowing? Ok.
No idea what kind of pressure I'm under.
Current, bellowing.
Spinning in their graves right now.
Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me.
Some brothers have been officers of the court since God's heaven.
Encore un? Oh non, non, non. S'il te plaît, un facile. Bon, le Spark est utilisé par le père, ça devrait pas l'utiliser, je pense.
How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your
ça.
overbearing criticisms?
Yes.
Almost there.
Encore un. Putain.
Coming, father. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's drool. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
Ah, ça va de plus en plus vite.
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air.
Non, c'est pas ça le hot air. Si? Ah, c'est juste.
Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. There is is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, father. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. I don't know what's eating you, father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
Ah, ça y est.
I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Eh ben, c'était pas
Okay,
compliqué.
you and your dad sounded.
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... No! Oh, what? Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can take it and go. But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it.
Comment le faire sentir être trahi? C'est pas la meilleure chose, ça.
I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Il se fait quand même voler son invention.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intersected. Suspect slain. Then they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now?
Ah, comme il lui a menti.
At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
Oh. Je suis pas trop sûr de ça, moi.
Alright, I'm coming, Doc.
Le vœu est solide quand même.
You're still in danger, Doc. I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here and we'll talk later.
Ouais, comment je fais?
They're locked.
I know.
Mhm.
They won't budge. They won't budge.
Ça sert à quoi ça, attends, en plus?
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Je sais pas ce que ça va faire de faire ça.
What's he doing here?
Ah, les quilles.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Ça doit pousser quand même le fait qu'il y ait une rétrofusée quand même derrière.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Ça sert à quoi alors ce truc là?
Keys. The window's shut tight. I don't think throwing the hubcap. Not sure what that'll do.
Comment je peux faire là?
I don't think throwing the hub. How do I get it?
Ouais, comment je les guette?
I better keep an eye on this.
Comment je peux guette ça moi? Faut cliquer de toute façon, donc comment je peux avoir ça? Pourquoi ça va servir en fait de débloquer la roue?
Can't break the lock.
There's a key, but it's popped.
Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a pump traction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Tannen? That explains a lot.
Don't worry, Doc.
Be careful.
I'll be back.
I'll wait.
Une extension moitié.
It's a hubcap. I don't think throwing the hub.
Attends. Qui sont... Ouais. You need... Oui, messagerie. Out of your reach. You can use to snack them. Est-ce que j'ai un truc pour faire une extension?
I better keep
non.
an eye on it.
Mhm.
I don't
Oh.
think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. No good, the window's shut.
Attends, il veut que je passe par le côté où il est l'autre là?
Gotta set up a distraction. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Distraction.
I don't think throwing the hub...
Ah, mais ce genre de choses.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! What? How do you take those curves? What are you... I object to your tone of voice! And I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable! Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver! Don't ignore me! You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the street.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
Il fait rien de plus. Let's go, Doc.
Doc.
Marty! Oh!
How you doing, Doc? Keep legs, Sagan. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Attends. Pour d'autres, c'est pas visé. Hein.
Where are you? Son of a bitch!
C'est des techniques, monsieur.
Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea.
Comment on fait?
Got any ideas?
Doesn't, but none of them are applicable to this situation.
So what do we do now?
I was hoping you knew.
Why couldn't your younger self have built us a hoverboard?
They won't be invented for another 84 years.
The throttle.
Why? Oh!
Il a quand même pu se donner une impulsion pour aller chercher ce truc là. Personne n'est mort. Alors on a retrouvé la voiture, par contre Einstein, t'es où?
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
Ah bah super. On en sauve un pour Curious sur la merde. Je crois que ça se sentait aussi que j'étais un peu fatigué pour les énigmes à la fin parce que oh là là. Oh attention.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Potter.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Oh, c'est sympa. En février 2010. Oh, tout le cast. Il y a du monde. Un peu. Ah, il y a la localisation. Ah, il y a du allemand. Attends, il y a de l'allemand, mais il n'y a pas de français? Ok. Spécial. Ou sinon, c'était marqué avant peut-être les français, je sais pas. Mais c'est bizarre. J'avais pas de sélection de langue, je crois. The Michael G. Fox. 2010. Magnifique. Tel qui n'existe plus, je crois, en ce moment, ou ça a vachement changé. Et donc voilà, nous avons perdu la partie 1. Je vais juste regarder un truc vite fait dans les settings. Parce que je suis très intrigué par... Non, il n'y a pas de... Ah, int level. Je suis au plus bas level d'indice. Ah. Ok. Ou sinon, c'était le plus haut en soi. Ok, bah on va s'arrêter là pour Back to the Future. Je ferai d'autres épisodes si jamais c'est demandé. En tout cas, voilà, ça fait une première partie de fait. Donc on se dit à la prochaine. Bye bye.